Hello world and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. I don't know why I have this much energy. This isn't a very good spot to have a lot of energy in. Now where we left off was, we did Operation Mihen. They used that giant Machina laser tower, tried to attack Sin with it, and, well, everything kinda sorta went to hell. I thought there might have been some good that came with it, like lowering Sin's outer shield, but I realized quickly he regenerates it back, so yeah, that didn't work out either. Anyway, let's continue on and see what the real aftermath of this whole endeavor was. If we come over to the left here, we'll get a cutscene, I believe.
A swift retreat. Satisfied?
What do you mean?
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
You do not look so well. But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength, their confidence. Anyone else would be expected to show their sorrow. But you are a summoner. You are Spira's hope. Until Sin is defeated, you must not relent. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Are you afraid? Yuna, take me as your pillar of strength, as Yuna Leska had her Lord Zeon. Lady Yuna, until next we meet, farewell.
So yeah, that cutscene didn't really reveal too much, except that nothing went according to plan. Absolutely nothing. If you come over here, you can talk to Yuna for just a quick little something.
Maesters are strict.
Yeah, no kidding, especially with Seymour. So all you can really do is go along this beach. Unfortunately, see more dead, but this time they do have pyrophytes flying around them. I'm not going to explain what they are for people who don't know what they are, because someone will explain in just a little bit what these pyrophytes are and what they can do. And we'll learn more about them when we reach Guado Salam, the hometown of, well, the Guado.
You can't ignore the teachings.
And Waka would just keep saying that. There's this person here. I believe it's a she. And at first glance, it might seem weird that she is standing there, or rather not, sitting there. But if you see these boxes here, you can climb them. However, she's in the perfect position to make it impossible for us to go on those stairs, or those boxes. And later down the line, when we get the airship, I'll show you why. Or rather, what's beyond there. You can talk to Kamari. Huh. He didn't grunt or shake his head in disappointment or anything. I mean, now isn't the good time to really use mannerisms like that, but holy crap. If you come over here and talk to Lulu...
Rest while you can. We leave soon.
Yeah. And behind her is a box containing one high potion. I thought it was a mega potion, but I guess not. The only other thing you can do is talk to Auron, or rather, run in front of him.
Is checked.
Yeah. For a while there, I thought I could feel him. But that doesn't mean I believe you.
Sin is checked. He came here for you.
So he killed all those people just for a chance to see me?
That's what Sin does. He wanted to show that to you. Do you know why?
How am I supposed to know?
So you would kill him. As long as he is Sin, Jecht will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta be kidding. How do you know all of this anyway? I'm not done talking to you! Don't you run away!
You're the one running.
Running as in his mouth? Nah. Alright, so now we can come up here. And if we come around here, we'll find Shalinda. I'm not even going to bother talking to her. She has nothing new. I'm sorry, I don't like her character. I don't know why. I think she's too formal. Granted, she's a lot like me in real life, where we're kind of quiet. We're not really afraid to be outspoken, but at the same time, we don't do it often. And she doesn't really have a lot of power, quote unquote, to really change matters, even though she's absolutely tried her hardest. It's just she adds very little to the overall story. Like, take her out of every scene, and the story unfolds all the same. I don't hate her character, I just strongly don't care for her. Anyway, you can keep going up here, and you'll return to your regular group, and we head on to the next area. And it very much is that, what happened, and we have to move on.
Hey, you two. Hurry up.
She's awfully cheerful.
In dark times, she must be. She must shine bright.
Huh?
Now are dark times. Yuna tries hard.
We should help her then.
If we worry, she tries harder. Do not frown.
Don't worry, be happy.
Kimahri try too.
Smile, let me see. Sad.
I'm gonna say this much. That's the first real time we hear Kimahri talk, and for the longest time after I originally played this game, I did not know that was John DiMaggio, the same guy who does Wakka's voice. That is good voice acting in my opinion. Same guy, playing multiple roles, you cannot tell the real difference. Not at first. I was gonna say sight, but I guess hearing? Anyway, that's what I like about it, and I have a whole rant I could go on about voice acting, the whole voice acting business, but we'll save that for another time. Anyway, you can talk to some of these people. Some of them will give you stuff. Variable steel, we gotta check that out. I think that's a sword for Titus. The first time you talk to any of the people on this road, they might not give you anything. Ooh, that could come in handy. But you just have to keep talking to them over and over again. Eventually they'll give you stuff. And I believe these are enemies we've seen, so... I also have to admit, it's been a few days since my last recording, and one of the things I forgot to do in that battle was steal. It just occurred to me after the fact. I'm kind of an idiot like that. Anyway, encounter rates, my glob, oh. But we do have 2 new enemies, so it's not all bad. We have 2 bug bites. So not really 2 new enemies, but 1 new species of enemy. They're similar to bees and other flying enemies we've seen. They are vulnerable to ice, they will inflict poison, and only magic users or Wakka can hit them. So they can be pretty annoying. I think what I'm going to do for now is have everyone go into a defensive stance. Except for Lulu, who's just going to take 1 hit. See, Titus counterattacked, but he completely missed. Even with the counterattack, you can't hit them. So I'm going to put everyone on guard. I'm going to bring out Kimahri. Guard. I'm basically going to have Yuna and Wakka take out everything. I'll probably bring Lulu back out just to finish the battle, but we'll see. And 2 of my people got poisoned, so that's not good. Okay, so Waka will finish off 1B. Does not get an overkill. I could steal. I know I should. I'm probably going to. Antidote. Yuna will, black magic, fire on the plant, because we need to get him out of there. And no one got poisoned. Sweet. So we just gotta finish this guy off. What I'm probably gonna do is steal at least once from every enemy, just to kind of show off what they have, and if it's something good, we'll keep stealing. So if that's enough for encounters for right now, we can come over here and grab this chest, which will have 2 Phoenix Downs. And we're back, and I have to heal. Ugh. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to heal after every battle. But at the same time, I'm still glad that mechanic is in place, because it makes it more challenging. And we heard some chocobos right behind us. Which we would have seen if it didn't end there, but I think that bird might be a new enemy. Simurg. Light bugs and Simurg. Again, just like the bees, the birds are weak to fire, but they can only be hit by magic or Waka's ball. Okay, I was just reading because I thought it was gonna say magic is ineffective against them, but it can be, so yeah. Alright, so same as before, Titus on guard. Yuna is gonna steal from the bird, see what we can get. Smoke bomb. Not the most ideal, but I guess I'll take it. We're gonna bring in Waka. He's gonna attack the bird. No. Yeah, wait, let's watch out for darkness. Yep, taking out the bird. Not an overkill, which sucks, but oh well. Kimari comes in, he'll defend. No poison. Good. Lulu comes in, she will cast Blizzard. I really want to learn the level 2 ice, or not ice, but level 2 magic for her. Though that wasn't bad for Lulu. She got an overkill too. In that case, we're going to bring in Yuna, and she's going to deal possibly more damage than that. Let's see. Yeah, quite a bit more. But for those who don't know, especially why I keep complaining about not having the level 2 spells, spells like Fire-a, Blizzard-a, Thunder-a, and Water-a, and Cure-a, of course, they're different from the level 1 spells because they're more powerful. You saw Yuna cast Blizzard for 700. If she learns Blizzard-a, she'll probably deal damage closer to well over 1,000. And that's just from one spell. Although it will cost 8 MP versus the 4, I think it was? I could be wrong. There's the Chocobo Knights! Alright, talk to this guy. I almost forgot. They're feeding to a bunch of... That is something we definitely want for Yuna. Like the guy was saying, I know I kind of skimmed over it. There are enemies on this road that will inflict stone status on your party. And that effectively removes them from the battle. Which means if your other 2 party members are defeated and KO'd, and there's 1 party member left that is in stone status, the battle ends right there immediately. If there's no one to cure that stone status party member, they're pretty much dead. So basically, avoid being stoned as much as you can. And this guy will give us a high potion. And there's a chest right behind here, which contains Bright Bangle. That's something for Lulu. But it's Dark Ward. She's not an attacker, so her getting blind is no problem. Okay, this is kind of bad, but kind of good. We're showing off a new enemy, Basilisk. This is the enemy I was warning you about just a second ago. If left unchecked, he can and will use Stone Gaze, which has a good chance, if not a 100% chance, of inflicting stone status on you. We don't have to worry about that with Yuna thanks to her stone-proof ring. However, she doesn't have the greatest defense or HP. So even if she survives the Stone Gaze, the other two might die in one way or another. So we gotta be careful. So for right now, not much I can do. Waka will go on defense. Yuna will steal from him. And you do get Petrify Grenade, Stone Gaze. And there you go. Lulu is instantly taken out of the battle. Although that's another thing. Stoned, yeah, I'm going to use that term. Stoned party members are still in the battle, technically. They can still be targeted, but you can't do anything with them. And if your entire party is inactive for one reason or another, the battle ends. So it's good if they target only Lulu, but we can't keep her like that for long. So if Waka already attacked, or rather went on guard, I should have had him attack. I don't know why I didn't. Do we have... Yes, we have softs. Good. I came prepared. Lulu didn't do anything, so... but I need to kill him, and it's going to be hard to kill him. She's going to attack the plant. Why not? Yuna already did something, so... We're bringing Titus? No, we're going to bring in Orin, actually. And we'll just have him kill the plant. Now, the cool thing is, Stone Gaze... Okay, so it doesn't always hit. That's the first cool thing. The second cool thing is Stone Gaze only works on one opponent. So you have a chance of actually winning this battle. However, at some point down the line, you are going to encounter 2 Basilisks versus your 3 party members. Which means they can effectively take out 2 of your party members and either focus all their attacks on the 3rd one, or stone the 3rd one and have a good chance of it succeeding. So yeah, basically just be careful when you're on this road, especially if it's your first time going through it. We're going to remove Lulu and switch her for Yuna. And she's just going to keep casting fire. I could have her keep stealing and the other 2 attack. But I don't really care too much about Petrify Grenade. So we'll just keep going. He's going to regular attack and Titus will counter. Not an overkill, but I don't care. I'm just glad it's dead. And Break Lance. This is something I might have been talking about before. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, we had one for Waka. Piercing and Stone Touch. Stone Touch is great. Sorta, kinda. Again, I think if you stone an enemy, you either don't get the AP for it, or you just don't get overkill for it, which means you lose out on some AP. So if you give Stone Touch or Stone Strike to a character that can one-hit kill an enemy, one-hit kill an enemy, and it will do an overkill, then you just won't get the overkill if it has Stone Touch or Stone Strike. So in the early part of the game, it might be good. In the later part of the game, definitely not. I don't recommend picking it up unless you just want to have fun. So let's go talk to this person. What the heck were we thinking? Sort of make amends, but either. That's pretty good. Did we talk to you yet? I don't think we did. Mega Potion, nice. Alright, we'll just keep going for now until we get to this crossroad. Oh! I'm not entirely sure, but that shell guy might be a new enemy. The Garm might be too, I don't remember. So we have a Bunyip and a Garm. As you can see, we have the perfect team, more or less, that can take out these enemies, no problem whatsoever. And we'll possibly get overkills on all of them. But I think what we're going to do is just switch out the other party members, have them guard. And Yuna's asleep, so we'll just have Lulu come in, she'll use Asuna, and cure that. So basically what you have is someone that can blind you, someone that can put you to sleep, and that guy, if he hits, can do massive damage. We do not particularly like that. So we'll just go ahead and knock out the bird. Forget what I said earlier. And silence, that is not good. Yuna hasn't done anything, so we'll do Steel on the Bunyip. high potion, so not the best, not the worst. Kumari, I think he's already done something, but we'll go ahead and steal. Another high potion. And they killed Yuna. You bastards! Titus is going to go ahead and use... Actually, no. Wakka's going to come back in. He's going to use Phoenix Down. And hopefully they don't go after Yuna when she's revived. That's the thing that sucks. Even if you revive a character, the enemies will still go after her. And that really sucks. Now we'll bring out Titus. He will attack the Garm. Not an overkill, unfortunately, but we'll make do. Orin will kill the Bunyip. And an overkill.
That's how it's done.
Yeah! And as you can see, I could grind here, but it's not gonna get me anywhere closer to where I want to be. Anyway, enough of that. We'll keep moving on. Hopefully we won't get attacked. And cutscene.
Hey! How much longer till Xanarkand?
Still a ways.
First down the Moonflow to the Guado city of Guadosalam. Then we cross the Thunder Plains to the Temple of Makalania.
Oh, boy.
And before that, we get to pray at the temple in Djose.
We can't just skip all that. Can we? Huh?
I have to pray to the faith in every temple in order to earn the final Aeon.
That's a summoner's training. She's got to prepare mind and body, all just to get ready for the final summoning.
Must be tough, Yuna.
I'll be fine with you here.
So yeah, if nothing else, that's just a quick explanation for why we need to go on this pilgrimage. It's all just so Yuna can prepare for the final summoning. And we get a few nice friends along the way, so, you know. Anyway, we'll keep going up here, and...
Hey, new guy.
Me?
Who else?
What can I do for you, boss?
Don't tell Yuna you know about Sin and Jekt.
Huh?
You know her. She would distance herself from you. We do not want that.
I see. I think. Yeah, but even if I did say something, no one believed me, you know?
Yuna would.
Ah, you have a point. Come to think of it, did I really have to know about Jekt? What about my feelings?
Better than you finding out at a critical moment, becoming emotional.
What? Me? Emotional?
I heard you were quite the crybaby.
Yeah, maybe when I was a kid. Maybe even a little now. Just a little. Hey, I still don't buy your story, you hear?
And like I said before, Orin knows Titus's name. Titus has been part of the pilgrimage from the beginning. Joined Orin officially with Yuna for since we left Luca up until now. And he still refers to him as new guy. Again, it's because Titus's name is never spoken in-game, simply because you can change. You can talk to Yuna and these guys here for a little more about what happened afterward. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yuna, it is good to see you and your companions are well.
Yourselves as well, Captain. We were worried. Praise be to Yevon.
We escaped with our lives, but our troops were decimated.
Of all our chocobos, only this one made it. We make pretty poor chocobo-mounted forces without chocobos.
We turned our backs on the teachings and cast away our faith. This is our just reward.
So yeah, they kind of blame themselves for what happened. And pretty much everyone else does too. Machina is forbidden for a reason, and they suffer tremendous losses
Is that the Djose Temple?
as a result. Sorry to talk over you, Titus. Anyway, from here, just walk straight and...
The Lightning Mushroom Rock. It only opens when a summoner is addressing the faith.
That means another summoner's already in there.
Another summoner?
What if it's Donna?
We have to hurry.
Right. In we go.
Now, they do explain why there are other summoners taking part in this pilgrimage. It's not exclusive to just one, or exclusive to just Yuna. It's not like she was chosen to be the next summoner to fight Sin. But I never understood why, in that particular scene, she says, "Oh, we have to hurry." Why? I mean, yeah, we have to hurry so we can beat Sin, but at the same time, like, why does it matter if there's another summoner? Anyway, if we come over here, you can open this chest for 4,000 gil. Pretty nice, but unfortunately, I already got like a crap ton of gil. Anyway, oh, here's the save point. We'll use that in just a second. I want to explore around here real quick. If you come in here, there is a chest behind that guy. You can't get to it just yet because of, you know, the aftermath of Operation Meathead is still going on, so people are still just trying to do what they can after that. And as she says, the beds are all taken by the wounded, so we can sleep on the floor if we want to rest here. Or we can buy weapons. If you see here, you can get, like, strength and magic plus 5%. Go ahead and invest in some of these weapons if you want to. I'm sure some of your characters might need the additional boost if they don't have anything good. I'm not going to because plus 5% isn't really all that great. But still, you can find some use. As for right now, though, there's nothing really worth buying. I'm going to check out the items real quick, see what they have. Potion, consent. Yeah, nothing too noteworthy. Also, I believe now that there might be an Outbad Primer somewhere. It's either over here, down there, or somewhere in here. I could be wrong, though. I feel like it's around here. But like any other primer, you'll see it on the ground if it is there. Now, if you come over to this chest, it kind of alleviates probably the same problem anyone else is going through, just like I went through before, where you get 4 ability spheres, and that could help tremendously. I already grinded for them, and it was tiresome. But, you know, if you don't feel like grinding, you do get 4 additional ones here. Now, if you come down here, you'll see a familiar face. Again, depending on the answers you give him, it'll either be Gata sitting here, or it'll be Luzu. And we saw Luzu in a dream, sorta, kinda, and basically in the deathscape of a place. So you get Gata here. You'll get Luzu if you tell Gata to go to the front lines and attack Sin head-on, in which case he loses his life. Anyway, here's a cutscene featuring him, and what happened to his crusade.
Luzu, he's...
Where is he?
I found him, but he was torn in half.
That idiot!
What do I do now? I can't do this. I'm going back to Besaid.
So I don't really know what version is more canon than the other. With him, he complains and cries that he's going to go back to Besaid because he can't keep doing this, which is fine. And you do run into him in Besaid later. However, like I said before, I don't recall if he shows up in 10-2. Neither does Luzu. So, I feel like saving Luzu is more canon than this. Mostly because Luzu shows more emotion and actually starts beating up the wall next to him after what happened. But, I don't know. It just bothers me that these two don't play a real major point in the game story-wise. after this point and intend to. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and save it here. I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to go on ahead. I just might. Yeah, we'll go on ahead and at least complete the trial. I'm trying to gauge when I should end the episode and when I should keep going. I was going to go for like 30 minutes and I'll end, but there's probably going to be some editing I'll do later, and I don't want to leave an episode where we did absolutely nothing, so we'll go on until we complete the trials. Anyway, you can come over here and talk to Orin, but he doesn't really say anything.
So you're a champion of Yevon now, Braska?
Yeah, he basically reflects on Braska and stuff.
I beg your pardon, but may I ask your name?
I am Summoner Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
As I thought. The daughter of Lord Braska. You have the look of your father.
My father? You knew him?
No. I have never met the man. Ah, my apologies. I am Isaru. I am a summoner, like you.
I'm Bussy. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Maroda. I'm guarding my big brother here.
Since I was a child, I've always looked up to Lord Braska. I wished I would someday become a high summoner like he was. You must have some of your father's talent in you. I believe you might someday defeat Sin.
I'm not really. I've only just become a summoner.
Of course, I've no intention of losing either. So perhaps we should race to see who can defeat Sin first, no?
Oh, very well then. I accept your challenge.
Isaru!
Yuna, I beg your leave. Good luck to both of us.
Yes.
Thinking back on it now, I only kind of understand why there's a race and why Yuna wants to hurry up and do all this first. But we'll get to that much later, specifically when we get to Xanarkand. Anyway, if you come to the left side of the stairs, you'll find an either here. If you go in these rooms, I believe you'll find, yep, a chest is here. I think you can talk to these people. Well, I know you can talk to these people. What I think is they might give you some items. I don't want to, because a lot of them are just going to talk about the operation, how many wounded they have, how this is a good example of why they shouldn't go against their faith and stuff like that. I don't know. I already forgot what you got in the other chest on the left side of the room, but over here you got a Mega Phoenix. It works similar to a regular Phoenix, except it heals your entire party, or rather, revives your entire party. I think it revives to full health, too. I could be wrong. So if you're in a real pinch, you only have one character alive, or maybe you have two characters alive, but you need that last one to be at full health, use a Phoenix down. So after that, you can actually talk to some of the people here. They're not going to say a whole lot. Yeah, those trio will definitely talk to you about stuff, but we'll just keep going along.
Hey, you.
Me?
You are Yuna's guardian, no? Maroda's heard a curious rumor. I thought you should know.
I heard it from those crusaders. Seems that summoners have been going out on pilgrimage and just disappearing.
It could just be the fiends got them, but not so many so quickly.
Sorry I don't know more, but watch your back. Ain't much future for a guardian without a summoner, eh?
What? What y'all talking about?
We're talking about doing your job as a guardian.
Hey, I'm doing good. Right, big brother?
Please be careful. Will do. Passe!
Oh, what?
We're leaving!
Be right there. See ya!
Huh. Summoners disappearing. Much like the kidnapping that took place in Luca with Yuna. It also gets me wondering. I wonder if we'll see Riku again. That one I couldn't even hold in. I know I made it obvious, but
Trials lies within. Are you prepared?
Yes. Mentally, yes. Physically, maybe not.
All right, Guardians, at attention.
We are ready.
All right, let's do it.
Now, this one isn't as straightforward as the previous ones may have been. And I'll admit, when I first did this back in, like, the early 2000s, when the game first came out, I had no idea what I was doing. And it wasn't until much later that I realized I didn't get the treasure, or not treasure sphere, but the hidden treasure in this temple. But, you know, after a while, it gets easier, you know what to do. And some of the clues are a little more obvious than what they used to be. Or at least for me, anyway. So basically, put those two spheres in those doors, you will never see them again. Or rather, you won't be able to touch them again. From here, I'll admit it takes me a second to think it through, because it's been a while, for one. For two, it's a little tricky. What you want to do is take this sphere, and I believe put it over here? Yeah, because these are Djose spheres, but the difference from them versus any other sphere we've encountered, they don't have power to them. And to do that, you have to take two spheres, put them in these two nodes, it will power that pedestal up. And what you can do now is push this pedestal over to the circle over here. And to do that, basically press and hold circle or B, have Titus simply walk, and he'll push it over in the right direction. Now that'll electrify the sphere that's already in there, giving it power. And it might be a tough squeeze to get through here, but just come over here. You don't need to push the pedestal anymore, just grab the sphere, bring it over here, put it into this slot, and that will power the door, allowing it to open. Now, if you look in here, yeah, doesn't look so safe. This was something that took me especially a long while to figure out because I didn't understand what to do when I was a kid. It's actually very simple. All you have to do is grab those I can't speak. Same two spheres you used and put it in the pedestal. Now, in the previous temples, that pedestal only had one recess for the spheres. This one, however, has two. One on one side, one on the other. When both are in place, push the pedestal forward into the open door, and as we will see, science does not exist in this game as we know it. Now with the pedestal in place, we can just move forward. Titus will jump. We just need to touch this, or rather, slide it in place. And that will power up the eye and the Yevon symbol. We just have to hop back across. But now you're probably wondering, okay, what do I do now that the spheres are all used up? I've never actually used this in this playthrough before, but this blinking thing here, just step on it. That resets the pedestal to its default position. All you do now is take one sphere, place it in here to basically power up the eye surrounding the eye. Or like the head surrounding the eye, I should say. Then for the other one, this was a bit tricky, I'll admit. Take this sphere, bring it all the way down here, and place it into the first two original nodes that we encountered. And those will just power up the wings. Do the same thing to the other sphere. And this... Oh, wait. Right. Take this from the door if you haven't already. You can do this in any particular order, just as long as there's a sphere here and in the two first nodes that we encountered. These two down here will power up the wings, completing the entire emblem, and that will turn into an elevator. However, if you look to the left, you see that little circle going on there that's kind of flashing? We're going to go touch it. Now, this was something I didn't do for the longest time because I had no idea what it was. The previous temples never showed anything like this before. All you have to do is come up here, touch the glyph, and that reveals the destruction sphere. Go ahead and take that and ride this new elevator to the second floor. Now, we're all done with the first floor, and there's only a little bit of what we have to do here, which is basically go up to each pedestal and push them in place. And I gotta say, this one's probably the most annoying part. Not the most annoying trial, that's coming up later, just the most annoying part. Simply because there's nothing to really do. You just push them in place, and it unfortunately has to do an animation of you pushing it, sending electricity through the things to the ceiling, and even when you get to the last one, it shows this. And it takes, in my opinion, a little bit too long to do it. Now that door does open up, however, we're not done yet. If you come over here, place the sphere in this pedestal, and that reveals the third destruction treasure. What's in this now is actually something pretty good, if memory serves. Magic sphere. When we get out of here, I'm going to go ahead and do some sphere stuff, but that's it for here. Walk up the stairs for, I think, another cutscene? Oh, no. If you come over here, you can see Yuna just kind of praying to the temple before she walks in, which is cool because we never actually see her directly walk in. And I'm actually pausing for somewhat dramatic effect. That opens up the feathers move and cutscene.
Again. Still traveling with quite the crowd, I see. What is it, Bartello? You know this riffraff?
You are... Aren't, no?
What of it?
Can I shake your hand? Aren. No, Sir Aren. You're the reason I became a guardian. Thank you, sir. This means so much to me.
Calling the personal guardian to Lord Braska riffraff?
And you call yourself a summoner?
Yeesh. Bartello, enough. Get back here.
Hang in there, buddy. Eh?
And like always, you can talk to the people in the temple or this room. Temple, room, tomato, tomato. And they don't really say anything too interesting, just tell you about what Yuna's doing, what to expect next. Otherwise, just come over here. And this is probably the quickest time it ever took Yuna to get an Aeon. I could be wrong, but it feels really quick.
You owe much to your father. All these guardians. And Sir Aren too? And I hear Maester Seymour's quite taken with you. The world must look different when you're the daughter of Lord Braska.
This has nothing to do with my father. I'm traveling on my own, as a full-fledged summoner.
Oh, is that so? Then try standing on your own two legs for once. Your guardians won't be able to protect you when the time comes.
I wonder what she means by that now. Anyway, enough being enigmatic. We get our new Aeon, Ixion. He is absolutely not my most favorite, but definitely ranks pretty high up there in my mind. In fact, all the summons in 10 rank pretty high in my mind. But I like Ixion the best because he's pretty powerful in his own right, especially when you first get him. We'll just leave his name as is. And we have awoken! But before we do anything, if I can make it over here, I'm gonna save it right here and probably end the episode here. In between episodes, I'll distribute points in the sphere grid, and we will continue with our journey. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, world!